Hi, and welcome to the Yarn Habit Geek podcast. My name is Laura. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Ravelry as Yarn Habit Geek. There is also a Ravelry group for the podcast where you can find all the show notes and also where you can take part in the Doctor Who Cow, which is actually ending next week Friday. And so, let's get started with this week's episode, shall we? Alright, let's start off with whips of the week. I've got a bunch of same old whips from previously, but I've added some, but I finally got to work on some other whips and then started up some new whips. The first up is something I was working on for my Doctor Who Cal, and I finally finished the back part of the 5th Doctor Cricket Jumper. So yay! The back is finally done, and I have just started the front. It's not much now because I just started the ribbing last night, I believe. I think it was last night, or the night I actually finished the back, which is well, when I finished the back is actually the date is posted on my not my Ravelry. In my Facebook page. And next up is something I haven't worked on in a while, but I only got like one round done. But that round finally finished. The first round of targets. So first round of targets is finally done on this Red Hood sweater I'm working on. And now I'm on the second row of targets. So hopefully I can get more done on this for next week. And let's see. Next up we have the Weasley Blanket. And fortunately I didn't do much on it, just the start of the next square in the blanket. So hopefully I can get this square done next week too, because as I'm almost ready to finish the 4th row of the Weasley Blanket, which means it will be half done. And next up is my Cozy Memories blanket, and I added in another square from a sock yarn I picked up like way back when I first got my Knitting Wizardry ebook, and I picked the yarn up, this yarn colorway up for the stained glass window vest. But that is a really gorgeous color that it's up to be. Alright, and next up is the Griffin socks, or as it's known on Ravelry, the Dragon's Egg socks. And I finished another repeat of this. Let me see. So I've got another repeat of this pattern done. Hopefully it's just one more pattern repeat for me, and then this sock will be done. So hopefully I can finish this sock for next week as well, so that way I can have a half-finished object for next week. And next up is actually a new whip. I haven't even posted about this one because I started this like about 2 days ago. Yeah, I started this on Monday. And it is another pair of socks I'm working on. And these are the Chaussettes de Beauxbatons, which is a pattern by Anne Kingston. They are actually, so these socks are based on the Beauxbaton Academy from Harry Potter. So, yay! Like, I've had the pattern and the sock yarn for so long now that, well, technically the needle size I need are technically being worked on with my Griffin socks, so I picked up another set of the same size needles because you never know when you're going to need the same size needle for another project, and you don't want to, and you want to work consecutively on both. And last up that I have stored in my bag from last year's Knitter's Frolic. I just have is my Nakia's Infinity Scarf from Black Panther, and I finished the second section. So right now I gotta pick up some yarn for the third section, which I'm going to... Fortunately, the colorway they asked for in the pattern Shire is no longer being made. So I'm going to pick up something from Knit Picks either end of... well, probably not the end of this month, because I will be at Fan Expo the end of this month. So hopefully sometime soon I can get the yarn for the next section for that, and that is it for Whips of the Week. Next up, it's something I haven't done in like over a month now, so let's get on to that segment. Alright, so it's been over a month since I did this segment, but it is time for stash editions. And let's face it, I have a purpose with these yarns. It's for socks. And not just any socks, it's for some recently purchased Harry Potter sock patterns. And the first up that I'm going to show you is, the first one for my stash edition is this On Your Toes. It was a 4-ply sock yarn with aloe vera. It's 75% superwash wool, 25% nylon, and this is the color Petal Pink. Now, what character do we know from Harry Potter that's a little pink obsessed? So I'm actually going to be making the umbrage socks. I was a part of the big 12 pattern set of Harry Potter socks. So, well, I'm either going to be working on this or the other one I have planned. But you know what? I'm probably going to be working the umbrage socks first because they are ankle socks, so I'll be able to finish them a little faster, and you will all see a new whip next week. And next up is this wonderful Drops Fable print in the color Soft Chocolate Print. For anybody who wants to pick up this one, the color number is 912, and this is this is being paired up with this lovely yarn, which is the Drops Fable Unicolor. It is color number 100, but the color name is Off-White, and I'm using both of these in the, basically it's a sock pattern with owls on them, so it's basically my owl post socks. Yay! And actually that is it for stash editions and this week's episode. I will be speaking a little more next week, because next week is the end of the knit along that I'm hosting, and it's also Fan Expo next week, so I'm going to be talking a little more about that next week. So Till then, my friends, stay crafty.